Good evening. It is 6:23 on Thursday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? Hot. It's 20 degrees Celsius right now. It's very mild out, and I'm wearing this big Jesus sweater. Whatever. So, I wasn't going to vlog today because it's kind of a rush kind of evening, but I was just at the superstore here, and as I was cashing out, I don't normally, but I struck up a little conversation with the checkout lady, because she looked like she needed it. Just small pleasantries, like, how you doing? How's your night going? That kind of thing. And, so I'm bagging up my stuff, and, she asked me if I wanted my receipt. I said yes, and, please, and whatever. And so I'm bagging everything up, and I threw my receipt in, and I said, well, you have yourself a great evening. And she said, thank you. And I kind of looked at her, and I was like, oh, bad day? She says, you know what? She said, it's so nice to hear. She said, I've been having people been yelling at me all day. It's just so nice to have somebody say, hey, you know what? Have a good day. I said, honey, I hear you. I said, I've worked in customer service, give or take, I don't know what, like 20 odd years. It sucks. I said people are very rude. People are very entitled. I said it is my firm belief that everybody who walks this planet needs to work in customer service bare minimum 1 full year. Everybody. I'm here to tell you, people's attitudes would change real fucking quick. People are so nasty. To check out people, to, hairdressers, to, store clerks. It's absolutely insane to me. It's insane to me how rude people are. And sometimes, like, almost scary. Like, they start losing their fucking mind and yelling and screaming and pitching a fit. Yeah, unbelievable, the entitlement of a lot of people. It's insane. So it kind of struck me, and I gave her a smile and whatever, and she was laughing. I said, just tell them all to fuck off. She said, I can't do that. You can in your head. That's why we have the customer service smile and tone. Used correctly. Most of the public do not realize that what you are really saying is not, have a nice day, sir, ma'am. It's, eat my fucking... fuck off. Not paid to deal with your shit. She laughed. Such a sweet girl. Boo Boo tells me that shit all the time. I'll pick him up from work, and you can just see it on his face. He's just ready to implode. And I won't even ask him. He'll get in the car, do up his seatbelt, and I'll just sit there and look at him. Smile. He's like, "Bah!" Let it all out, honey. People suck. Yes. Yes, they do. Not paid enough to deal with their shit. No. No, you're not. It's okay. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with customers anymore. There is a lot that I hate about my job. A lot, okay? A lot. I love the no weekends, I love the no nights, and I love not dealing with the customers. It is worth sticking to just for that, let me tell you. Wow. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and have a quick chat about people and how much they suck. How was your day? My day was quite nice. I think we had 5 customers today. We're supposed to have 6, but one of our customers is very, very sick. Like, she's terminally sick. And she ends up in the hospital a lot. So I guess something like that happened or whatever, and she canceled for the day. So we're like, yeah, okay. It's like, I mean, what do you say? I mean, we know what's going on with her, and it's like, okay, you can't say, okay, we'll get well soon. You know, because that's not going to happen. You're just kind of like, okay, well, you know, let us know if you want, you know, when you want us, whatever, like, you know. I chuckle, yet it's morbid, but I mean, I'm going to hell. I don't know. My boss was saying, what is today? Thursday? So I worked with her on Monday. Yeah, I think Monday it was just, Monday it was just her and I. I think we did 3 or 4 places, the two of us. But it was like 3 or 4 like huge fucking places. It was a bitch of a day. Home in a really decent hour, because 4 houses, but big houses. And yeah, with 2 of us, it was like a good hour and a half, hour and 45 or something like that each. Like, it was nuts. Yeah, it was exhausting. But she was saying to me that she was concerned with these cancellations that we've been having. Now, I thought, with the exception of one customer, I thought they were cancellations for that particular week. Apparently, there are houses we are not going to anymore, like, at all. And I was like, oh, well, that's a horse of a different color. Yes, that is concerning. Hence why we only had 3 or 4 houses on Monday, why we only had the 5 or 6 today, except for, you know, the lady that canceled because she's not well. And I believe that was last minute. But yeah, because, what was it, last month, I think? I think it was last month. Right? August? No, September. Hello, months. In September, I think most of the month, if not all month, it was most of the month, I was working 3 days a week. That sucked. This month, my boss is trying to alternate between me and the new hire. And of course, she works like, when I say my boss works, I mean coming out with us to clean houses, right? Because regardless, she's still doing paperwork and taking calls and booking people and going to see places and laundry and like all that kind of stuff, right? So she's working whether she's with us or not. But she only comes out with us like 1 or 2 days a week to try and make sure that me, my coworker, and the new hire are getting hours, right? Because like I said, she gets paid regardless. So, excuse me, this month she's been alternating because we both have, me and the new hire both take a day off each in the week. So we've been alternating who gets 2 days off and who gets 1 day off, right? 1 week it'll be the new hire, the next week it'll be me, and so on like that, right? Well, so far this month, I guess basically it's been her taking the 2 days off, which in my eyes is fair because I took it last month, okay? And I didn't say anything. Toward the end of the month, I think I said something to my coworker about it. And then this Monday, I was talking to my boss and she brought up all these cancellations and everything. I was like, I see what's going on now. Like, I'm glad I didn't bitch. Because something's going, like, it's out of her control, right? So, I mean, there's no point in complaining about it. It is what it is, right? So, I guess the new hire was complaining to the boss owner about it. And there was 1 week she actually needed a day off for an appointment or something. She was bitching because she had 2 days off. And she was like, well, would you like the other day off? And she says, no, I need it off. And I said, okay, well, she's like, well, okay, well, there you go. And I said to her, you know, she's talking to me about it. And I said, you know, well, like, she just like, Jen didn't bitch about it. And I didn't. I mentioned it to my coworker, but I mentioned it in past. I don't feel like I was complaining to her about it. It's just something I mentioned, right? But I didn't go complaining to mommy about it. I thought if it continues, I'm going to have to say something. But play it by ear and see what's going on, right? Like I said, I don't work with my boss very often, so I don't talk to her very often. So I don't know what's going on her end of stuff, right? Like, I'm just a worker bee, you know. So if she's not telling my coworker stuff, who will then turn around and let us know what's going on, we have no freaking clue. Because my coworker is the one that works with my boss more often than me or the new hire does. See? So I thought, man, you gotta be careful with the complaining. You gotta be careful with if you don't know what you're complaining about, shut the fuck up. You don't have all the info. But I mean, this kind of thing happens every so often in the year, right? Like, you'll get a whole bunch of cancellations or stops, right? While people go on holiday or whatever. And then it picks up later, like it'll pick up in the new year or something. Like, it's a weird business. It happened in hairdressing too. You would have like these crazy busy months where you wanted just to poke yourself in the eye with a hot poker. Like, there were times I'd finish my shift and I'd have to walk home. And I didn't think I'd be able to physically walk home. So tired. And too cheap to call a cab. And then you'd have these lulls where it was like you're sitting around the shop all day doing fuck all, like cleaning. You can only clean the shop so much. And they start sending people home. You start doing draws, and it's just, and then everybody's bitching and moaning. They're not making any money. Like, I mean, ebbs and flows, right? Happens in most businesses, I feel. I mean, unless you have an office job where you're sitting at a computer doing the same damn thing every fucking day. Nope. I'll tell you, I did computer work. Like, I did desk job. I've done it twice in my life. I did it for a summer at my mom's company. I did it for a summer so I could pay for my what was it I was doing? It was a school thing. It was like it was my not hairdressing. It was makeup and special effects. It was all that stuff. It was wig making, special effects, photography makeup, stage makeup, all TV makeup, like all that stuff, right? I worked for a summer with her in the tax department. So that I could pay my way through school. And man, mind numbing. It was so boring. I mean, it was good money. It took me a summer and boom, I paid for school. Like, I went and threw a cashier's check down and done. Like, no loan, nothing. It was awesome. But it was just mind-numbingly exhausting. Like, I would so much rather go home physically beat than mentally exhausted. It was just, like, I never smoked so much in all my life. Seriously, I would skip taking the elevator to go to different parts of the building. I would take the stairs just so that I was moving. I was going down for cigarettes all the time just to get out and get some air and wake up, because like I'd be sitting at my desk typing away, just typing out paperwork and stuff, and just fucking doing the nod at like fucking 10 in the morning. Like, really? It was so bad. I hated it so much. And then I did the same thing for hairdressing school, except I worked for my mother-in-law. My ex-mother-in-law. I think that was just a summer. And she literally just made up a job for me because I had zero qualification. Basically, I was her collection agent. I would make phone calls for collections. Like, yo, you owe us money, bro. And I don't know, she made up some other bullshit stuff for me to do. Whatever, she owned the companies. Whatever. My real job was collections. And then she made up a bunch of other shit. And I made coffee. I was the gopher, right? Like, whatever. That's fine. It paid my way through hairdressing school. It's fine. But just as mind-numbingly boring. I mean, the people were interesting. It was like a warehouse, right? They made the coin mechanisms for the newspaper boxes and stuff. I think they made the boxes too, but I know they made the coin mechs. And they did the painting and all that stuff. It's a great big warehouse. Well, not great, it was actually a very small warehouse, but they were very interesting characters there, and they would come into my office and we would joke around and whatever, and you know, I was very much treated like one of the guys. It was great. It was a good time. They had a good sense of humor. And my mother-in-law would stand there like, well, you can't talk to her like that. Why the fuck not? She knew what I was like. What the hell are you talking about? Go back to your office, Deb. There is no need for you to be mingling with us little folk. Go back to your office. She's a twat. But yeah, so boring. It was so boring. The most excitement I had working office work would be like if I got a paper cut. Like, at least then I was awake. Fuck. It was horrible. My hat's off to people that can sit all day and type and, oh fuck, nope, nope. Do meetings and talk on the phone and fucking emails and, oh god, nope, nope, nope. I mean, they make a lot gooder money than I do, let me tell you. But I'll take the physical work any damn day. Any damn day. Oh, yeah. Anywho, just a really quick vlog. I'm gonna jump. I have frozen stuff in my trunk. And we're losing light, so anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.